Please be seated. For those at the back of the room, there may be a few seats behind the graduates. You're welcome to come up and take one of those seats, or you're welcome to stay at the wall. I just know after 2.5 hours you're going to get tired of standing back there. We're really not going to be here that long. Good afternoon and welcome to the University of Arkansas at Monticello. On behalf of the faculty, the staff, and the students, I say welcome. As is the custom in higher education, we often change procedures. Last year we decided to come inside, and I think you will agree, even though it's a beautiful day outside, that it's a little more comfortable with these outfits on to be inside. But I wanted to tell you that this is our second commencement of the day. We had one at 10 o'clock this morning, so some of you can't say I was the first to walk across the stage. But we try to estimate, and I think we did a pretty good job, this is half of our graduates and half of our faculty. So we probably had close to 500 people today graduate. And I think that's amazing. I want to direct you some steps we've taken for your comfort. First of all, the air conditioner went out in the morning session, so Kenny and the staff from maintenance ran out and repaired it, and they've got it back working now. So we do have medical staff on duty that are out in the foyer. If you need assistance, they'll be glad to help you. I know some of you will probably faint when you see your son or daughter walk across the stage. But seriously, they are in the foyer. We can assist you in any way. We also have the coaching staff and security located throughout the building, and they also can be of assistance to you. Restrooms are located on the east side. That's this way after you go out the door. And there is one announcement I'd like to make. Please turn off your cell phone. I know it's very hard to leave it alone for an hour, but please turn it off. Now that the flight attendant has given you all the instructions, I hope you'll sit back and enjoy this flight today. It's a special day on the campus. Any day when we recognize our students, it's a special day. And it's an especially special day today because we've got so many young men and young ladies that will now be stepping out into the world as a college graduate. One change that we made just last year in the commencement program too is our commencement committee decided that we should have a student offer the invocation at both sessions. Whitney McGregor is going to offer the invocation today. I would ask you to stand and please remain standing while we have the national anthem played. Whitney, here she comes.
Please bow your heads and pray with me. Dear Lord, we take this time at the start of our graduation to ask for your blessing and guidance as we pause at this crossing place. We remember with honest gratitude that those graduating today did not get here by accident. This has been a long journey that started before anyone arrived at the University of Arkansas at Monticello. We take time to remember all those who have encouraged, taught, nurtured, prayed, and paid that we could be at this crossing place today. We give thanks for the proud parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, and children. We give thanks for the teachers, mentors, and professors. We give thanks for the faithful friends. At this crossing place, we look back over the years of study at UAM, the papers, exams, classes, deadlines, extensions, relationships, road trips, games, sleepless nights, laughter, and sadness, and we give thanks. At this crossing place, we look ahead with anticipation and with anxiety to a future which is sometimes uncertain and always unknown. And God, we pray that you would bless and guide each of those graduating today. I am so thankful that I am part of a community and a university that still allows and invites your presence into special occasions such as this. As we leave here today, please watch over us as we travel home and start the rest of our lives. In Jesus' name, amen.
There is a flag at the rear of the building. There's a flag on the stage. So take your choice as to which way you face for the national anthem. Seated. I hope you, when you hear the national anthem played, think about the young men and young ladies that give not only their time but also sometimes their life in the protection of this country. Today it's my pleasure to introduce some of the people on the stage who will not appear on the program today. The first, and this is first, underline first, graduation that the newest board member of the University of Arkansas System Board of Trustees has attended. Well, actually, Dr. Broughton, you attended the meeting this morning, so I guess this is your second graduation. And I think you're going to find with 17 entities, you're going to get a chance to go to a lot of graduations. But Dr. Stephen Broughton was appointed by Governor Mike Beebe in just March of this year to fill out the 10 positions that we have on the Board of Trustees. Dr. Broughton is a graduate of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff and a graduate of the University of Arkansas Medical Science Campus in Little Rock. Please welcome Dr. Broughton. We're pleased to have several members of the Board of Visitors with us today. The board serves in a very important role for this campus. They are an advisory board. They work with us on a regular basis. They work with the Board of Trustees to advise them on what's happening at this campus, and we do appreciate their service. Today, and I've got to look around to make sure, some may have left me. Bob left? Okay. Looks like we have Carlton Davis from Warren, and I want to be too late. That's the thing about having two commencements in one day. We had several here this morning. They ate lunch, and they were taking a nap over in the green room when I left. So, next time we'll wake them up and bring them over here. But we do appreciate their work and appreciate them being here. I'm also very fortunate to have an outstanding administrative staff on this campus. They work diligently and endless hours for this university and this community. Let me recognize a few of them now. I'm going to try to do it in order. Bob Ware is our Vice Chancellor at the McGee campus. Linda Rushing is Vice Chancellor of our Crossett campus. Jay Jones is Vice Chancellor for Finance. And Clay Brown is Vice Chancellor for Advancement and University Relations. Last but not least, we have Jay Hughes, who is Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. I also want to recognize the two individuals that led the processional today of the faculty, and I'll get the names right. Y'all already know the joke, or the joke's on me. I dropped a name this morning, Dr. Matthews. I'm not sure who it was. I know it. But we, as a tradition, we recognize the senior faculty member of the campus and allow them to bring the faculty into the commencement. This year, C. Morrell Jones, where are you, C. Morrell? And Dr. Betty Matthews, both are senior faculty. And they have, what? You're not going to stand? All right. After 50 years, you can do whatever you want. Both of them have served this campus and served it well as outstanding faculty for 50 years. Not 50 years combined, 50 years each. And I do appreciate them very, very much. We also want to recognize Dr. Renelle Eubanks, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Without her organization and pointing which way we're to go and everything else, this would not have happened today, and we very much appreciate. And last but not least, Dr. Rob Ficklin will be our herald today. That means he will be calling out the names as they move across the stage. Now, the speakers on your program is where I am now. We'll introduce, the Board of Trustees. Not only are they our boss, but they're very important to us in the fact that they represent the 4 congressional districts. So everybody has an opportunity to have at least 2 board members that represent the area that they live in. We're very fortunate that the new chairman of the board, elected unanimously by his colleagues, is from Monticello. Mike Aiken is a successful businessman, and he is here today to offer remarks from the Board of Trustees and the University of Arkansas system. Mr. Aiken.
Good afternoon. I was reminded the other day by a gentleman that has attended a lot of graduations that he had never heard a commencement speech that was too short. So I will be brief. First of all, I want to say congratulations to you graduates. I know you've worked hard, and this is a major milestone in your life, and we're proud of you. We appreciate what you've done, and we're here to honor and celebrate you. So good job, and we're proud you're here, and we're proud to be a part of it. On behalf of the UA Board of Trustees, it's my privilege to say good job and congratulations. I also want to say thank you to the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, spouses that I'm sure made some sort of sacrifice along the way so you could be here today, and we appreciate your efforts and commitment as well. I want to say thank you to the faculty for your dedication and perseverance, and I'm sure there was a lot of sleepless nights and long hours that was put in on your behalf. I want to say thanks to Dr. Laster and the administration for their leadership here at UAM. Also to the Board of Visitors for their vision and their dedication here as well. What I might offer up to you today is wherever you go from here, whether you're pursuing your education or you're pursuing a career, starting one, and wherever you land, whatever community, whatever state, I want to encourage you to get involved in your community. Your community and this state, which I hope you stay in Arkansas, needs your youth and your enthusiasm and your dedication and your ideas. You may think they're not important or they won't listen to me. I promise you, they'll listen to you. So I really encourage you to get involved. We may be inside, but this is your day in the sun, and we're proud of you. We appreciate you, and good luck. Thanks.
Earlier I mentioned the Board of Visitors introduced one member, and again, they're a very important group to this campus. There are actually 12 members on the board, 7 of which have to be alumnus of this institution, and 7 of which must represent 7 counties in this area. Now, I know the math majors that are present say 7 and 7 is 14. How did you come up with 12? Well, some members serve a dual role. Today, we're lucky to have the chairman of our Board of Visitors to come and give a few remarks on behalf of the Board of Visitors. Our Board of Visitors chairman is an alumnus of this institution, and he also resides in Monticello, a very successful businessman, Tommy Maxwell. Please welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Laster. I think I'll follow Mike's lead, and my remarks will be brief. Congratulations. It's a wonderful day. A very wise lady once said that the future belongs to those who are willing to commit and follow their dreams and work hard enough to make sure that they become true. I think that's a very good thing to close a graduation on, or open a graduation on. But I was just going to say, be sure that your dreams are founded in the right principles. Be sure you thank the ones who helped you along the way. Be sure you always look up and always look down, and keep your nose to the grind and work hard for your dreams, and you'll be successful. We're very proud of you. It's a great university, and very proud of your parents and your support staff and all the ones who helped you, your professors along the way. It's a great day to be alive in America, and I hope you feel that way. Thank you very much.
Every year we recognize an outstanding alumnus as our distinguished alumnus. This young man came to this institution, graduated in 1955. He spent his life in various businesses and also banking. He is truly one of those that if you were to cut his finger, I'll guarantee you his blood is green. The old saying is, once a weevil, always a weevil. Reginald Glover spent 30 years at the commercial bank and retired in 2009 as president and CEO. At that time, Reginald, I thought, might buy a fishing rod and reel or whatever and go out and enjoy life. But the very next morning at 8 o'clock, he was in my office, and he said, "Jack, I want to go to work for the university." And I said, "Oh, Reginald, I don't have any money. I don't have a position. I don't know what I could have you do." He said, "Oh, no, I don't want money. I just want to come out and help you." So he came out and actually established a term that we now use called weevilteer. Not volunteer, but weevilteer. And yes, you too, graduates and everyone else, can come out and we'll put you to work. Now, you'll get the same salary that Reginald got, which is zero. And I'll tell you how dedicated and committed he was. After his first year, I can't tell you everything he did. One day, he said, "I'm going to contact 100 alumni every day." And he would get on the phone and call alumni and try to get them back involved with our campus. So he did such a wonderful job, and I know the faculty understand this. It's natural for me when you do a wonderful job to increase your salary. There's supposed to be humor in that. I wish I could. But anyway, I went to Reginald. I said, "Reginald, I'm going to double your salary." Now, math majors, once again, I know that's zero. But he said to me, "Oh, don't raise my salary. It'll put me in the wrong tax bracket." So I didn't raise his salary. But Reginald is a fabulous man. I tell you, he's done a lot for this institution. In talking to him about when he was in school, he told me that, back when he went to school, and I know the graduates won't believe this, but everybody didn't have a car. Everybody did live on campus, and everybody really got involved with each other. Matter of fact, he said that, we even shared clothing, brother and sister style. And it was really a close-knit group. Now, we may not have the same thing today, but I would encourage the graduates not to forget this institution. It is important to you and your life, and I hope you will continue to support it. It doesn't have to be in dollars, even though the advancement officer will tell you that's true, but it is a real important that you support this institution and the mission that we have. So please welcome the 50th Distinguished Alumni of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, Reginald Glover.
When Dr. Laster approached me about being the, I don't know whether it's extinguished or distinguished alumnus, I was flabbergasted. I was at a loss for words, and I just stumbled and stuttered. I didn't have a response. Finally, I said thanks. But it is a great honor for me today to be selected. A few months ago, the advertising committee at UAM coined a phrase. In fact, it's not really a phrase, it's a question. And that is, have you got what it takes to be a Bo Weevil? And that's what I want to talk about. The question you're saying to yourself out there right now as a graduate, well, yes, I do. I'm here today, and that's right. And I congratulate you. But being a Bo Weevil goes farther than that. Soon you'll start a career. And in that career, I hope that you will set the bar high for your discipline in whatever career you decide to pursue. That's part of being a Bo Weevil too. I also hope that when you move to a community and settle down, that you'll do an inventory of that community. Look at all the great assets that it has, and then think about, how did these assets get here? They got there because people ahead of you saw to that. Then you look at the negatives of the place where you reside and think about, what can I do to change that? What can I do to change? That's part of being a Bo Weevil too. And then later today, you're going to become a UAM Alumni Association member. And I challenge you to always continue to be a member. Every year, pay your dues. Let the university know what you're doing, who you are, what your family is about. Keep the university informed after you leave. Secondly, try to come to all the special events that you can on this campus. Try to do that. It's important, not only to you, but the university. And last, you remember that you'll have some special classmates that are here today. You'll always remember them. Why not give them a call when we're ready to have homecoming at UAM and say, hey, let's get together. Let's meet over there. Let's have fun like we did when we were in school together. So I just hope that you will, when you get up each morning and look in the mirror, you're going to see an image in that mirror. And here's what I'd like for you to do, is say to that image, have you got what it takes to be a Bo Weevil? Thank you, and God bless you.
This morning, obviously, we've been through this once, but I didn't give him the plaque this morning because I wanted him to come back in the afternoon. But this is the plaque, and we're proud of you. The 50th Distinguished Alumni of our campus. Yeah. Now, one tradition that I did not start, it's a carryover from what we call PA, the previous administration, is to recognize all the people that helped these students get to this point today. So I'll ask the moms and dads, brothers and sisters of the graduates to please stand at this time and be recognized. Please stand. Now, obviously the husband, the wife, the spouses, the special person, the children of the graduates, would you please stand? And last but not least, the grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends of the graduates, anyone else that I haven't recognized, please stand at this time. And without question, the most important group here today that does every day help our students, assist our students. We're a teaching institution, and we have dedicated faculty and staff that spend their life giving to our students. I'd like to recognize our faculty and staff that are here today. Stand. Now, I told the graduates that came to rehearsal yesterday I was going to do this, and this is not to embarrass anyone. I think it will show you the significance of this institution. But I would like the graduates who are the first in their family to achieve a higher education degree to please stand. I also would like the faculty members who were the first in their family to achieve a college degree to please stand. And as you'll notice, I remain standing, not because I'm at the podium, but I too was the first in my family to achieve a degree. This morning, Dr. Donald Bobbitt, the new president of the University of Arkansas System, was with us. He had to leave to go to Fayetteville, driving about 6.5 hours. I think Mr. Aiken's going to take his plane, so, I don't know why Dr. Bobbitt wouldn't ride with him, but I'm not going to get into that discussion. But what I wanted to tell you is that he also stood. He is the first in his family to achieve a college degree. And that is such a significant accomplishment. I mean, I'm proud of you, and people are going to be congratulatory of you. You've broken a cycle. You've created a degree direction for members of your family to follow. So I do applaud you. And it's something that, it reminds you of this institution. 2009, we had a centennial celebration. We came up with a slogan that we were celebrating a century of opportunity. And that's what this institution is all about, creating opportunities for our students. And for those in the ranks of graduates today, you have taken advantage of that opportunity and created a situation where you can walk across this stage and receive your diploma. We are proud of you. Now, normally, I would be bringing Provost David Ray to the podium to help with the conferring of degrees upon you. But he did not know it this morning, and of course it won't be a surprise now because we've already been through it once. But a quick story. Dan and Charlotte Hornaday, about 15 years ago, they're both graduates of this institution, came and said, we want to help students. And so our answer to them was the best way to do that is through scholarships. So since 2001, they have given 2 endowed scholarships each year to this institution. Now, what does that mean? Well, an endowed scholarship is one that you do not ever spend the principal. It will always remain at least at the level that you gave, or actually will increase, because we take a certain portion of the interest that scholarship earns and award it to students. Just to give you an idea of what that means, in the last 10 years, those endowed scholarships have given $177,000 to 217 students. Now, I know I'm supposed to face the audience, but I hope the Hornadays, we are video streaming, the IT staff is video streaming today's commencement. And the Hornadays are supposed to be watching this at this particular moment. So I want to tell Dan and Charlotte Hornaday, thank you from the bottom of our heart for all you've done for students. But now, the Hornadays came a year ago and said, we want to do something for faculty, for staff, for people on this campus that help those graduates. So they gave 2 endowments, one for the outstanding faculty member and one for the outstanding staff member. Now, so the staff won't get mad, that endowment will not be finished until the end of this calendar year. So the only award that we can make today is an endowed, is what we're going to call the Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award. And the winner of that outstanding award is our Provost, David Ray.
Well, the only thing I can say is certainly it's been a privilege and an honor to be numbered among some of the best faculty in all the world. I'm humbled. Thank you.
He was unable to speak this morning, but he's getting his voice back, and I'm glad. We will continue this tradition. Now, normally we would have this nice medallion, not like this one, but we've had a medallion created for the outstanding faculty member each year. And I'm saying this because there are many of you in this audience that deserve that award as much as anyone else. But we can only give one a year. And I see Marcia Clayton out there. Marcia, in her term of duty as chairman of the assembly, our governing body for the faculty, is the one who helped create this award ideal. And we do appreciate that. But the medallion, as it always happens, was not ready. Clay Brown was at the trophy shop that's creating it, and he called back and he said, when I found one for an outstanding swimmer, I said, well, I don't think that'll work, so we'll just forego it at this time. But the nice thing about the endowment, not that it's important or that that's the reason you compete for it, but it also carries a $1,250 award. So it is a very nice thing that the Hornadays have done for our campus. Enough now. We will get on with our ceremony, and I think, David, you do come back, and we start to confer the degrees.